There is some raw plaster that has been exposed, but because the wall is over 50 years old and properly dry, I put some filler directly onto the plaster. Let it dry and then try to scrape it off. As you can see, it is strong and does not come loose at all. Okay, so first I'm using a new tool. See how I press the filler in towards the edge? So you'll see when I get to where the plaster is that I actually push a little bit harder. I try and move it in various directions just to make sure that the adhesion is good. Now I'm going to show you my favorite tool. It's an applicator. This really allows me to feel where the filler is going, and it's also wide. I really like it. Some of you already have tools that you've been using. So I'm also going to use one of my old tools that I've been using for years. They all work, and it's really up to you to choose the one that you like best. I will show you the entire process, but I'll speed it up so that this video is not too long. I'll start by putting the filler in the middle and pressing it hard into the plaster. If you need to fill fresh plaster, I suggest an undercoat first. This will help to seal the fresh plaster. Keep building it up with each layer, trying to smooth and spread it the best you can. 5mm is the thickest layer that you can apply, or else the filler will crack as it dries. So if you have a deeper hole to fill, I'll show you in a separate video. To finish this off nicely, I will need to apply 2 coats of filler, with sanding in between each layer. This filler takes between 2 and 5 hours to dry, depending on how thick you spread it and how hot it is. While that's drying, let's fill a crack. Before we fill this, let's clean the crack up a bit. With a screwdriver, a blade or scraper, cut into the hole, opening it up a bit more. This gets rid of loose pieces and gives the filler more surface to stick on. With the filler mixed up, I pull it down at an angle to fill the gap from the sides. Then I drag the filler along the crack, smoothing it nicely as we go. This will make it easy to sand and hide the crack completely. So while we're at it, filling holes is just as easy. So this wraps it up for this video. In our next video, we're going to show you how to finish this off by sanding, filling, and getting ready to undercoat.